Let's do some advanced communication skills training right here. If you're interested in becoming more effective at communication, if you're interested in developing your communication skills, let's take a step back and talk about what defines good communication. Because if you ask the average person, how would you improve your communication? They'll start telling you all about the things that they can do to be a better speaker. But interestingly enough, my mom used to say when I was a kid, Brian, you get 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should use them in proportion, right? And there's truth in that, okay? Most of being an effective communicator is really not speaking at all. It's listening. So let's talk about, in advanced communication skills, listening skills, because that's what's really going to make you a better communicator, is if you can learn to be a better listener. So here's a couple of things that you can do as a listener. Number one, let the speaker or the person you're communicating with finish their complete thought. Let them go all the way to the end of what they were saying before you jump in and respond. While they're speaking, make eye contact, nod, give mm-hms and okays and things like that when it's appropriate, right? Not like a trained SEAL, okay? But when it's appropriate, right? And really listen to what they're saying. So many of us just spend that time that the other person is speaking trying to formulate a response. Don't worry about what you're going to say until they're done speaking. Once they've completed their thought, pause for just a minute and think about what you're going to say before you say it. That pause lets the speaker know that you're really listening to them and that you're really comprehending what they're saying before you give a response. The other thing that you can do is you can repeat back to the speaker what they just said to you in a paraphrased form. That lets them know that you indeed were listening and comprehending. You can say something like, "So if I understand you correctly, you said," and then you repeat it back to them. This lets them know that you're truly, genuinely interested in what they're saying. Think about it like this. Being an effective communicator is being interested much more than being interesting, right? People want to know that they're being listened to. Now, when you do this, when you actively listen to someone, they're going to like you more, right? It creates an affinity. And when they like you more, you now have more influence. So when you do speak to them, you're much more influential with your message. And that ultimately allows you to be a better communicator. So you see, it's your listening skills that are going to make you a better communicator, not necessarily your speaking skills. I've been teaching these things for about the last 20 years. And just in the last 7 or 8 months, I've been working with a team of guys. We're creating a fantastic project where we're not only helping people make money from home, working online, e-commerce, but also to develop these kinds of skills that will serve them in every area of their life. If you'd be interested in developing these skills, these types of skills like communication, sales training, that type of thing, while earning at the same time, click on the link below the video or the button that's there. It'll take you to www.workingwithbrian.com, and there I'll give you a video, show you everything about what we're doing and how we're doing it. You can see what my team has put together over the last couple of years, and specifically in the last 7 months. But more, guys, the biggest thing to keep in mind is what my mama told me when I was younger, right? You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Learn to be an effective listener, and that will make you an effective communicator.